Alright guys, Lord of Chaos here, back with another puzzle guide. So first up we'll be doing the physician's version of this mini game, and when it comes to the physician, you're going to want to get his Eureka up as fast as possible so that you can get his limit break, which adds an additional 100% damage dealt to his attack, which will help you or assist you in deleting the enemy's HP bar as fast as possible. Okay guys, so in order to do this, you're going to want to try and re-roll for as many blue dice as you can so that you can activate his step diagnosis, or the blue card on the far right. And you're going to want to get as many blue cards as you can, as the blue dice as you can, so that you can hopefully activate it 4 times with 4 dice so that you can get his Eureka up faster. Okay guys, and then with the remainder of the dice, you're going to try and want to get as many red as you can, so that once you've got that limit break up, you can be attacking with your red dice. Okay, you want to get at least 3 or 4 red dice so that you can do the additional damage. Okay guys, so that's going to be what you're going to need to do in order to get through all of these stages. I've included all of the stages, so that will be level 3, level 4 and level 6 for your viewing pleasure, and hopefully this helps assist you on this part of the mini game. And then next up we'll be covering the Aleph section of the video. Okay guys, remember, down in the comment section of the video you'll be able to see the timestamps, so you can skip ahead to the part that will be more beneficial to you, or the part that you're stuck on. I'm guessing most of you are stuck on the last run, which will be La Biblioteca de Babel. Hopefully I've said that right. Hopefully I haven't butchered it for you Spanish speaking guys. And yes, this is a very lengthy mini game, so don't leave it to the last minute guys. It's going to take you roughly an hour to 2 hours to do. Okay, so don't leave it to the last minute and try and get through it as soon as possible. Okay guys, any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible guys, or join our Discord and get in touch. Alright guys, so next up I'll be hopping in and giving you some tips for the Aleph section, then the Idealist section, then the Zahir section, and then lastly we'll cover the La Biblioteca de Babel section. And you'll need to do that section 3 times at least in order to make sure that you get all the rewards. Okay guys, but and also on one of the runs you'll have to actually defeat the final boss, which is a very difficult boss, but we're going to give you some pointers on how to beat that. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so with Aleph you're going to want to use a similar strategy to what we were doing with the physician. So you're going to want to try and re-roll for the blues, get his Eureka up as fast as possible so that you can get his limit break. His limit break is pretty much a gimmicky one, such that once you use his limit break, it will allow him to recast all his cards. As you can see in the top right hand corner of a question card and an allegory card, which is the armor card, the yellow card, you'll notice that you can only actually use these cards once. So what Aleph's limit break allows you to do is to reset those tickers, so that instead of it going, once it goes down to 0, it will go back up to 1 so that you can reuse them. So take advantage of this limit break that Aleph has to obviously use 2 turns within a turn to get more damage done, and obviously to add additional protection to yourself in order to assist you with the longevity of your battles and damage dealing. This guy, he's not the best, to be honest, but as long as you manage your dice correctly, you should find it pretty easy to get through these stages. Alright guys, the Idealist is the best character in this minigame, and he's the character we'll be using to defeat the final boss when we're doing our final run. Okay guys, but we're not there yet. We're currently doing his subsection of this minigame, and when it comes to the Idealist, you literally just want to throw everything into blue. Okay, you want to get as much Eureka as you can to do the most damage as possible to the enemies. He essentially works like impromptu. Okay, that's the simplest way to explain it. You'll understand from watching the gameplay. As long as you put everything into blue, you're gonna win, guys. It's gonna make it very easy, because when you're using red dice and yellow dice, you're lowering your Eureka, which will make his impromptu less potent. Okay guys, so we want to be using as many blue dice as we can in order to get through this section of the minigame. The last section is the Zahir section, and then we'll be giving you tips on how to defeat the final run. Okay guys. Okay guys, when it comes to Zahir, what we want to do is use his symbol of history as many times as possible, and this particular ability of his does damage based on the value of the dice consumed. So we want to try and get as many sixes as we can in order to be making sure that we're doing the most amount of damage that we can. Alright guys, this is the best way I found to use Zahir, and then in certain situations you can obviously use the questioning to get a short-term memory die, and hopefully you get a better roll on the die than the one you currently have, so at least you get 3 re-rolls. But at the beginning of the stage, make sure that you're getting rid of all the smaller number dies and try to get a higher number die, so that when you are using the symbol of history, you're doing a lot more damage to the enemies. Okay guys, so as long as you follow these steps, and you should have an easy time getting through the stages. But the footage is here in case you need a few more pointers in order to help you get through this stage. Okay guys, next up we've got the final section, which is very difficult if you do not choose the Idealist. So we're going to go with the Idealist guys, and I'll give you some pointers on how best to beat that part of the minigame. Alright guys, this is the final section of the video, and we're going to want to choose the Idealist. This is non-negotiable. This is going to make it so much more easier for you guys. When it comes to defeating each stage, you are going to want to focus on the Gift of Fate, Help, and Further Truths, and you're going to want to try and get Further Truths as soon as possible. When it comes to this particular game mode, there is some RNG on what reward benefits you'll be able to get after each and every stage, but hopefully you can get Further Truths early, as that's going to make it even more easier for you. Okay guys, and when it comes to the best way to defeat these stages, we're going to use the prior information I gave you. So we're going to want to focus on blue dice as much as we can, so that we can use a single pursuit and creator to do as much damage as we can with our inspiration, in order to whittle down their HP as soon as possible. And when it comes to the final boss, we'll be doing exactly that in order to beat that stage. Okay guys, so hopefully you'll be able to figure out the strategy from the gameplay footage that I've included. It's very simple guys, as long as you choose the right rewards after the stages and you focus on Eureka. That is it. Otherwise, if you do not come in with the Idealist, you are going to have a very bad time with it. Okay guys, I would suggest you only use the Idealist for this part, otherwise it is very difficult. But that is the cheese that I have for this particular stage, just slamming blue dice into the creator and a singular pursuit, and you'll be able to just get past this stage as easy as possible. So thanks for tuning in for the video guys. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Lord of Chaos out.
がとうございます。